That's a lily white intro.
Hello guys, how are you getting on? My name is Aaron Kelly and welcome to the second annual UEFA Champions League final watch-along here on the Aaron Kelly channel. The 2022 final between Liverpool and Real Madrid. It really is a clash of the titans. Two of Europe's elite. Madrid going for their 14th Champions League tonight. Liverpool going for number 7. I'm joined by Jack. The two of us will be neutral tonight. But someone who will not be so neutral, and you can see sitting in the bottom of your frame there on the couch, is Danny Kelly. Danny, how are you feeling going into tonight?
I'm panicking.
Yeah, that's it. Just panic. Okay, well, fair enough.
That's all that needs to be said.
So,
Just insert that clip.
kickoff has actually been delayed by 15 minutes. We're hearing due
According to the Irish TV networks.
Yeah, so apparently it's to do with that's a fan nearly absolutely creel himself there. Zidane is in the crowd there. I thought that was Andy Serkis beside him, but it's not.
Zidane in a all white hoodie, looking like he's about to sell coke on the streets.
He's looking a bit sketch, isn't he? Well, the kickoff's been delayed by 15 minutes, so it gives us a little bit of a chance to do our little build-up. Grivach, how are you feeling going into this? Obviously, Liverpool, I think, should be favourites, but
So last year, obviously, was Chelsea. Mm-hmm. And I obviously you support Chelsea, and I was nervous for you.
Yeah.
Obviously, this year we have Danny, who supports Liverpool.
I'm not nervous for Danny. Is that what you're going to say?
Well, no, I actually am nervous because on paper we said this, right? Liverpool, in theory, have a stronger team.
Yeah.
In all areas, if you're looking at all areas of the pitch, in my opinion, Liverpool have a stronger team. However, I think this is what everyone is saying, is that Madrid this season have a never say die attitude.
Yeah. And
they have proven themselves worthy of being in the Champions League final from the comebacks they've had and the teams they've played. Liverpool, obviously, some will say had an easier draw. I would argue.
I think that's a definite at this point. Like, well, if we look at the knockout stages, Liverpool definitely had the toughest group. Like they had Atletico Madrid, Porto,
yeah,
and
we got our hard games out of the way in the group stage.
Yeah, like who have you played on the route to the final? Then it's been
our group was Atletico,
Milan,
AC Milan,
and Porto. That's a tough enough group, like. So you did well to top that. You always would have been.
You would obviously fancy Liverpool to top that group, but it's still the hardest group. Knockout stage, we've played Benfica, Villarreal, and Inter.
Inter wouldn't even be an easy game by any means. I don't think
Inter
either.
caused a bit of trouble, but no.
I'd argue Villarreal did.
For a couple of minutes.
Yeah, there was a few,
and then they got swept.
But yeah, obviously, then you look at Real Madrid, PSG. They looked like they were down and out for large periods of that game. Came back and did it. Benzema hat-trick at the fucking Bernabeu, wasn't it? That was something like that. Yeah, he's got a hat-trick in that game.
Something like that.
Unbelievable. Then they faced Chelsea. Obviously, I had the heartbreak that night.
On the subject of that, lads, I was chatting to a Chelsea fan there in work, and he is of the opinion that this Real Madrid team, and this is a man who plays ball, claims to know ball as well.
Right.
He claims that this Real Madrid team is one of the worst Real Madrid teams there has been, and that they do not deserve to be in the Champions League final.
I would argue he's probably not wrong, but that doesn't mean like I'm not saying, like, obviously we've seen them beat teams better than them. Let's be honest.
Oh yeah.
On paper, PSG are a better team. On paper, I would argue Chelsea are a better team. On paper, Man City are a better team, and on paper, Liverpool are a better team. But that's not stopping them. That's the problem.
They've got some amount of experience, particularly in this competition. Like, how long has Casemiro, Kroos, and Modric been in their midfield? Do you know what I mean? They're a little bit sketch defensively. The Benzema has dug them out with multiple holes.
Is Militao starting today?
Yeah.
He's actually starting?
Yes,
okay.
He is.
Massive dub for Liverpool.
Well, there's a couple of big names on the bench.
Two names in particular we're scared of this season.
So, well, you're scared. Gareth Bale.
Oh my God, I forgot Gareth Bale.
Obviously, in 2018 was the Achilles heel for Liverpool, along with Karius, who's not anywhere near the squad, as you'd imagine. Eden Hazard has also made the bench for Real Madrid tonight after returning from a long-term ankle injury. Had some plate removed from his ankle. So, I honestly don't think either of them will come on.
I reckon
I think Bale will come.
I was going to say, I reckon just for the sake of it, like just chuck
Hazard
him
might
on.
not, but I think Bale will.
Well, this could potentially be Gareth Bale's last game. If he comes on, it will be his last game. So, what a way it would be to bow out and score another Champions League final goal.
How heartbroken would you be realistically if Gareth Bale came on the bench and basically did what he did back then?
He's capable. That's the problem. He is capable
I can
of doing
see
that.
tears in Danny's eyes.
So, right, we're going to wrap up this intro segment. Predictions, Mr. Greengrass.
Greengrass. Oh, predictions. I reckon there's going to be a few goals in this game.
I hope so.
I don't think it'll be like last season's one where it was 1-0.
Kai Havertz
It was a
scored.
good game.
Yeah.
I think tonight there is potential for goals. I'm going to go with 3-2. I'm going to give it to Madrid. I'm gonna throw Madrid, and I'm in a dangerous spot here because I'm cornered. Whatever happens, I just think I think it depends a lot on who scores first, and gets momentum behind them. I just think Madrid this season, you can't write them out. I'm gonna have to go with Madrid. I'm gonna go with 3-2, and I'm gonna say it's gonna be Benzema to win it. That's what.
Right, I'll give my prediction because I have a funny feeling that Danny doesn't want to give a prediction before kickoff. Right, I'm gonna go 3-1 to Liverpool. Reason being, now look, as we said, like everything in my head tells me Liverpool, man for man, and overall are just a better team than Real Madrid. But like they should beat them 3-1. It should be comfortable enough. It should be, but there is that.
Yeah,
there is always that. Real Madrid have done it 3 times now. Can they do it the 4th? That's why it's so exciting going into this final, man.
That's the other side of it as well, though. Are we saying that they can do it a 4th time? Like 3 times in itself is taking the piss.
It would be fairy tale stuff if Real Madrid managed to do it again.
I agree with
quality wise, Liverpool should do it. It's not like 2018 where Real Madrid had a far better team. Not far better, but a better team.
More
than
experience,
Liverpool.
definitely. Yeah. And I agree with what you're saying. I think that Liverpool on paper, and I know I predicted 3-2 Madrid, but I do think Liverpool are a better team. And like I say, if they get momentum behind them, I do think they'll win. That's all I say on that. The most important opinion in this room right now.
Who's lifting this down? Well, me right now, but who will be lifting it by the end of the night?
Right.
Go.
So I think that this game is destined for penalties.
Oh, it's a shout!
I think it's a nailed on.
It's a shout, you know.
I think it's nailed on for penalties. Look, if I don't back them, who else will back them? So I'm going to say Liverpool on penalties.
Ooh, are we going for a high scoring game or a 0-0? It's got to be high scoring, surely.
Yeah.
2-2.
2-2.
That's a decent shout.
If we get that is some final. If we get that,
and a penalty shootout to do it as well. That might be. That probably is the best way we could have done it. Well, for us,
I just hope the teams don't let us down and we get a shit final.
Well, that is always the side of it.
Yeah.
We get to 45 minutes and it's 0-0, I'm upset.
Yeah, like I think for anyone other than Chelsea fans, last year's final was a little bit forgettable. If we're being honest, but we'll see how we do. We're gonna switch off the cameras now, save the charge, and we'll be back at kickoff. It's currently 3 minutes past 8. Kickoff's at 15:15. We'll be back with you soon. The teams are out after a slight delay. There was slight confusion. We thought that it may have been starting at 9:30 at a certain point, but luckily it is kicking off. Well, it'll be nearly 20 to 9 now at this stage. The way we are going,
Where we're pushing.
Lineups currently on the screen, as we can see. There's a couple of players on that Real Madrid bench who could definitely, potentially, come on and make
Camavinga makes
a difference.
Yeah.
Camavinga, you know.
He's good, actually.
You just look at that
Camavinga.
three in midfield, and it's just like so formidable
Like
in this
looking at the Real
competition.
Madrid bench, based on form, the one you'd be worried about is Camavinga. But then you look at the history and look at Bale and Hazard have had Liverpool on a leash a couple of times. Do you know what I mean?
Had Liverpool on a leash.
So we get the sponsor from MasterCard. Just reminded, Sadio Mane is just telling the referee of his Bayern plans.
I remember this little monologue from you last year. It was like the camera went to Pep on the side.
Pep is absolutely shitting
Like,
himself.
we've gone to Joseph Guardiola.
Not even Pep Guardiola. He's got Joseph Guardiola. Why do you reckon Benzema taped his hand?
I don't
Maybe
know.
it's a fashion statement.
Looks cool.
It looks cool, yeah, but I'm just saying it wastes a lot of tape, like, you know.
Real Madrid do not take the knee.
Yeah, Real Madrid. Only one player from Madrid team
David Alaba took the knee. I think
only sign of respect in a team filled with money.
Jesus, we're completely unbiased.
And it's done.
Liverpool kick off playing from right to left in this first half.
Is Carvajal as quick as he used to be? I mean,
No.
Exactly.
He's not as good as he used to be.
Yeah, exactly.
He's not good.
Thank God someone has said that. I said that in work there, and I got slated for it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think he's as good as he used to be. Still a great experience and great player to have. But been a very positive start, I'd say, for Liverpool.
Well, I think we were only talking to someone today about, Liverpool, you'd imagine, will come out all guns blazing, as they so often do, and try and blitz Real in the opening 15-20 minutes, because that's just how Liverpool play, to be honest. Because you don't want to give this Real Madrid team a chance. Like, as much as we say Liverpool are far more...
size of that lad.
Van Dijk is a man mountain, but you don't want to give this Real Madrid, any sort of hope in a game.
No.
In by Alexander-Arnold and away by Benzema.
Militao doing Militao things.
Militao there thinking he could dribble the length of the pitch.
He's got to get rid of that mustache, hasn't he? Realistically,
He
has to get rid of that.
Are we saying though that he's going to drop out of that Real Madrid backline next season with Antonio Rudiger coming in?
Surely has to.
The thing is though, Rudiger is left-footed.
Oh, he's not.
Is he not?
No, you've had a stinker there. He's right.
Is he not left-footed?
No.
I swear he is.
No, he's not.
You sure?
Danny, did you see his goal against Brentford, man?
Yeah, but that was a fluke. But you know that.
Yeah, but his right foot.
I thought he was left-footed.
No.
He played on the right, so I thought he was left-footed.
No, yeah, he's right foot.
Rafael Varane's actually good as well.
That's just counteracted my stinker.
Yeah, that was kind of the lifeline.
What is the best Champions League final you've ever seen?
I think it has to be for me the Man United versus Chelsea in Russia, which I know you won't like.
That made me cry, to be honest.
Yeah, that made me cry in a completely different context.
Yeah.
When Ronaldo missed, I was ready to, throw my life away and move to a different country at the age of 7, 8.
Yeah.
But then Terry slipped, and it just made life so much better.
Yeah. It's not a great game for me now. I think it's the first and possibly only time I've cried watching a game.
I would say that's Kelly's one and only heartbreak.
Yeah, probably. I'm a fairly heartless individual. Don't cry too often, but I did cry that night. 8-year-old Aaron was devastated.
That was I'd say the hardest night of your
short life.
As we watch here, a very basic skill that even I can do, which says a lot, really. Klopp stares into the distance. We get confirmation his name is Jurgen Klopp. He is the coach for Liverpool, as we have all known.
Just in case you were wondering.
It's just in case there were any non-Liverpool fans watching.
Or just non-football fans.
Exactly. Like, I mean, Camellia is probably like, cheers for that.
Dan, I'm guessing 05 doesn't get topped for you, obviously.
Yeah, there's no need to ask me that question.
That's Milan, isn't it?
Yeah, the 3-3 and Liverpool would.
That's
when Dudek came about 6 inches off his line to save that penalty.
I would argue 6 yards off his line.
Yeah, probably.
Controversial moments in football, but can't take away from the history.
Would not have been able to fly in 2022, to be honest, when you go far and shit.
I would go so far to say then, again, it would be an obvious question for you, Aaron. It surely is the time Chelsea got Barcelona again and was able to exact some sort of revenge, or would you?
Yeah, I think so, because then we went on to win that final against Bayern Munich, didn't we? The Drogba header was fucking unbelievable, but I'll never forget that game against Barcelona where Ramirez scores one of the best goals I've seen Chelsea score in the Champions League.
You actually do miss players like Ramirez.
And there's Mane to the byline, and he's
Salah.
It's a goal kick. Flags up. Goal
Is it
kick.
outside or corner?
I think Mane ran it out of play.
Did he?
I think he's pointed for a goal kick.
I mean, I don't think it's unless he's offside, but like.
No, it was the pass. He played in. It's a goal kick. Yeah.
Was it offside?
It's a goal kick.
That's a brave decision.
No, was it out?
That was a brave decision from the linesman. I didn't think he was in the greatest positions there.
Yeah. But then, in that Chelsea-Barcelona game, then Torres goes up and scores that goal.
Yeah.
Gary Neville has his orgasm moment. And it was just a great day overall. But, I still think the 2012 Champions League win beats the 2021 Champions League win, because 2012 was just...
The road.
Yeah, the road to it was rocky, and it was... We had a shit season. We finished 6th in the Premier League that season.
What we really should have done is we should have got a heart rate monitor and just stuck it on Danny.
Yeah.
Just the whole game and just see what happened.
Cross. Oh, bit of panic there. But Ferland Mendy has got it back to Thibaut Courtois.
Is he any relation of Benjamin Mendy?
I'd like to hope not. He is a left back. You know,
Yeah.
French left back as well.
Yeah, there's just a bit of, you just wonder sometimes.
You just
These are questions you do ask yourself at night.
yeah you do, in the shower when you're thinking Ferland Mendy is related to Benjamin Mendy.
I just think it's kind of weird that you were thinking of Benjamin Mendy in the shower.
No,
No, I haven't done that.
if anything, that's weird the way you've interpreted that.
But
Danny.
he said he was the shower thoughts.
Shower
thoughts. Yeah.
It's not like the way you just phrased it like I was thinking of him
I was talking to Jack.
in the shower.
I was thinking out loud. What?
Right. Canate there winning the ball back from Vinicius. As Danny said before kickoff, I think a main reason why he's been chosen over Matip this evening is to try and counteract the pace of Vinicius Jr. and that's a fine example of it.
It would be hard to leave Mane or Diaz out.
Yeah.
Alexander-Arnold into the box. Right side. Puts the ball across. Salah! Big save from Courtois. Didn't get much on it, Salah.
Out of nothing, really, as well. That's got the fans going. That's what we needed.
Yeah, just a bit of fucking
Bit of
urgency.
spice, bit of skill.
Henderson trying to get on it again. Salah, they're claiming handball.
It's not been given.
Nothing given. Comes to
done
Luis
well.
Diaz left side. Good block by Carvajal. Robertson keeps it alive. Bit of space here on the edge of the box for Thiago.
And just
That was
like
a decent save by Courtois, actually.
Yeah.
Hope to show it again.
Salah didn't get much on it, but he still had to get down to it.
As Kelly smashes through the door in dramatic style. Sadio Mane darting one way, darting the other. Oh, it's a brilliant save. That is magnificent from Thibaut Courtois. How on earth?
I gotta be quick here, boys.
That is true. I don't know if he's surely got a touch on that.
He has saved it, yeah. He tipped it onto the post.
Okay, so we've just missed a really good chance for Sadio Mane. I'll play the audio because Grivac went absolutely skits. I'm sweating now. So I have to run in. I have a couple of SD cards. Here was me thinking I could record FIFA videos, football videos, and Q&As all on the SD card and think it would be fine. But I should just delete the thing at halftime. The May recreations footage. But we're back. We're using another SD card, and it is midway through the first half, and it's still 0-0.
Only for Thibaut Courtois, however.
Only for Thibaut Courtois. That was an amazing save.
Yeah, very, very good. A testament really to the season he's had.
Yeah,
at Madrid.
He's been one of the main reasons why Madrid have got this far, man. Like him and obviously Benzema has scored a shit ton of goals, but Courtois has made some amazing saves at times, and that
is a scientific fact.
And that's a fact.
Right, boys. Main question time again as we're getting to a bit of a period of relax. What is one footballer you reckon you could take in a fight? Like an actual footballer you want to fight, but you could also take in a fight.
As in like one that you'd want to hit.
Yeah, and then as in you would hit them and then win.
Bruno
Fernandes. I back that. Yeah. I would back that. He's a bit of a...
He's a scrawny little fucker.
In terms of ones I would like to just hit, Bruno, Richarlison and Phil Foden.
Why Phil Foden?
He looks like a little shit.
Yeah, did you see the clip? Let's be fair, his mum did get hit that night, but when he was
backing up.
I'm not looking to hit his mum though. I'm looking to hit him.
I'm looking to hit his mum if I can't lie.
Jack's answer to that is Phil Foden's mum
in the bedroom. I know.
I was saying, what do you mean by that?
No, I don't want to hit his mother in any context. That's kind of it out.
Outrageous. Outrageous.
This is why I don't upload anymore. I personally think the player I would like to hit the most is anyone really from Sevilla or Villarreal. I'll just...
Why's that?
Because they're a bit... They're scrappy cunts, like, you know? Like, they go down and they scream for 10 minutes, but when you go down, they'll drag you up to the feet and look to kill you.
Yeah.
So I just reckon I just want to take them in a fight. I'm trying to think of a particular player that did it. I can't think of one off the top of my head. Don't really know.
I'd take Bruno Fernandes in a scrap.
I reckon Kelly versus Bruno Fernandes, or Danny even versus Bruno Fernandes, would be a good fight.
Man, he's got no muscle on him.
Yeah, I reckon one of you KO him one hit.
Yeah,
like,
I think so.
Absolutely KO him.
I feel like he'd go to punch you and it'd end up like a slap. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. He kind of like
not even a good slap either, like a bitch slap.
Yeah, he loaded up and then
the eyebrows up.
A shit bastard.
That's a decent ball, Vinicius Jr. That's a really important interception there by Trent Alexander-Arnold, because he misses that. Vinicius Junior's in for a one-on-one.
And we did say Trent, is he questionable down that side? He's proven himself so far. He's done well.
That was was it Modric or was it Kroos with the first time?
That's what I keep saying about. He's not a bad defender. It's just his positioning is so forward most of the time that he's just not there to defend.
If you checked if you follow the Aaron Kelly Twitter, you will have seen a leaked image of Jack holding up a Liverpool jersey, coming from a passionate, seemingly, Man United fan. It's not a great look at the end of the day.
Not my best moment now. I will say, I was told it's for a thumbnail. It probably might still be for a thumbnail.
It's definitely for an Instagram post, I think.
It's for something. And I've been pranked, essentially.
You're like what's his name? Phelan. I'm a sap.
I'm a fucking sap.
Time to whip it in.
And by Trent, Salah's header. Just straight at Courtois in the end.
But that's what we need to see a bit more of. It broke the lines, bit of space, half a chance to get a good ball into the box. Again, questionable defending from Militao. Very, very easily. Yeah.
He's probably thinking though, listen, Mo Salah, you're not exactly renowned for your head, mate. If you stick this in, fair play,
yeah. I mean, any other
not
game.
Not an awful lot of pace on the cross from Trent either.
Any other game, I suppose, but in Champions League final,
you got
that kind of mindset that's a loser mindset, mate.
It is facing off against Carvajal now. Mane, was there a little touch there from Militao? He has won a corner for Liverpool.
Another good chance. And I would argue how good.
If he goes down there, that's a penalty.
I think if he goes down, he gets a pen, because there is a touch there from Militao on Mane, not on the ball. And if Mane goes to the ground there, he probably wins a pen.
I'd argue Madrid as well. This is a chance here. Madrid defensively from corners. How good are they? I don't know. I don't think they're great now. I think I'd put them against Van Dijk or Kanate even.
Courtois a long cunt though.
I wouldn't be too worried. Look at where Courtois' starting position is.
Robertson's ball in. Gonna come back for Henderson!
Oh, fuck me!
It was well wide in the end.
Yeah, it wasn't anywhere near the goal.
But he struck it through. There's no doubt about that. It's not an easy volley. It's well wide. It's nearly absolutely sliced.
He's almost killed one of the ball carriers. A sniper of a shot.
Good strike though.
Which that's the one.
And it goes towards Benzema. Is there a flag? There isn't.
Benzema
great
cutback from Benzema.
Oh, he's
fucked
it.
He's fucked it.
I might fall still here for Valverde. It's Benzema. It's 1-0. Flags up. I did think he looked offside.
Yeah.
The initial ball in.
I think Danny.
This is the problem with Real Madrid. Yeah. They've done nothing all half.
I have to say, I would be incredibly.
He wasn't offside there, was he?
Was he? Is there one here?
Is it going to go to VAR, I wonder?
Oh, what's going on there?
He's beyond the goalie.
Oh, he is. He's behind Alisson.
Oh.
Yeah, he is.
That is something I actually didn't know about.
I didn't know
until I seen Mendy do it. Was it Mendy?
No, it might have been. It may have been. I seen one for Ben Foster against Arsenal. I think it was Lacazette was behind him.
That is the rule, isn't it?
Yeah.
It was beyond the goalie.
Yeah. The goalie's off his line, I think, or something, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, they're checking it anyway.
Oh, no.
He's had a sly smirk, that referee there. I just wonder how much Benzema has slipped into his trousers. He is contemplating this now.
It's this here. Yeah, he is. He's beyond Alisson there. He is. He's
that
offside.
Is the rule, isn't it?
But has it touched Kanata?
We'll have a look.
But it has. But if Valverde got the touch, you would argue.
So in theory,
he's the third last. He wasn't the second.
So
last.
in theory, boys, this could be a goal for Real Madrid on the edge of half-time after doing nothing the entire game. Football, as it stands, could be ruined.
And then 1-0, they'll sit back for the rest of the game now. And
football, as we stand, as we know, is going to be ruined by this decision. The referee has a cheeky smirk.
They're still looking at it.
They're just waiting for the PayPal to go through from
that is literally what is going on. Unless they're checking then the through ball over the top.
Is there...
the through ball over the top, he's not offside.
If it touches
that one.
If it touches Kanate, though, is he still offside?
Well, that's a deflection, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know. Cause,
it was shocking.
It's terrible defending.
Is poor there, and you don't say that too often with Liverpool as well. I think this moment here.
This is what did it. Yeah.
What is going on?
Off Alisson's knee, and then it's madness. Really,
it's Fabinho's tackle, isn't it? I think it might be Fabinho sliding in, which means
it does come off Valverde though.
Does it?
Doesn't it?
At some stage it does. But I think the touch that brings it through to Benzema...
Get that kid out the stadium. He's just begged for VAR, you sad bastard.
Holy fuck.
Boys, I reckon it's a goal. I judge him by the rule here that I'm reading on Google.
I think this might count, lads.
It depends how far or where Van Dijk's position
I
is.
wish they'd just get on with it.
It'll be one of the last actions of the first half either way.
It will probably be.
I think this counts.
I think it counts as well, and I that actually pains me to say it.
They've done nothing the whole first half, man.
Yeah, they've actually been, and they've been absolute shite, other defensively. I really hope this isn't
And it's like
deemed
one of
in.
the first time they've attacked and
Yeah,
made a mistake.
No
it's
goal.
been ruled out,
No goal.
and a sigh of relief across all three men. I think in this room, Danny Kelly has collapsed.
That was a long
beside
check.
me.
I don't know what it's disallowed for though. This is what.
It's
Van
Van Dijk's.
He's beyond Van Dijk.
Yeah, it's Van Dijk's position. That's
my God.
and it's all the nerves have kicked in there. Alisson's on the floor. We don't actually know what happened there.
The replays were shown, so we didn't actually see that.
Trent
Okay, now we know
outside
what
the
goal
boot
is allowed for
clearance.
at least.
I think it's a good time for us to summarise the first half, really, isn't it? Liverpool have been by far the better side, have had maybe two decent chances that we can talk about. Obviously, Salah very early on, good save by Courtois to his left. Then the one off camera that we missed from Mane.
Oh, Thiago of all people.
The one time Real Madrid get a chance,
That's it.
They
It's blown up on 3 minutes.
they get a goal disallowed. 4 offside against Karim Benzema. So half time in the 2022 Champions League final, boys. It is Liverpool 0, Real Madrid 0. It's tight, it's tense. It's not a great game of football, quite personally. I don't. But yeah, I'm going to spend the half-time interval now deleting some footage off my camera. So when we return, we will be back on not this camera. All right?
Famous last words. That outrageous. Some of
I
the
saw
lower clubs
one.
are class.
I saw one. LA Galaxy, I think it was, or one of the American teams. I think it was LA Galaxy, but I could be wrong. It could have been New York City FC either. I'm not sure. But one of them charged £17 or $17, sorry, for a can of Stella. not a few of them. A single can.
A lukewarm can of Stellar. That is outrageous.
17 quid.
That's so bad.
Now it's dollars, which means it's about like 14 maybe, but like still
Though, if you're an American, you see the figure 17 against a can of beer. No.
Alright, lads, welcome back to the second half of the Champions League final. You just heard a little chat about Footy Scran.
Footy Scran, yeah. Shout out Footy Scran. The real page on Twitter.
If we're being honest, that conversation was probably more entertaining than the football in that first half, because that was a pretty shit first half.
Yeah.
If we're being honest, like it was.
In my bed.
you know the game is bad when this is happening.
Someone please score.
Man,
Preferably Liverpool, because otherwise it's going to be
dry.
It's
Yeah.
going to get worse. Like if Madrid score, they're going to shut up shop and it's game over.
if there's no goals by the 65th minute, I think we should have a little sing-song rematch.
I'll sing a song in the next 10 minutes if there isn't a goal. I'll let you choose.
Okay.
If I have to get the lyrics up though.
We'll go the internet might be a bit bins, but
Oh, what ball? Give me a song and I'll genuinely sing it. Like no problem doing it.
One kiss is all it takes. By Dua Lipa.
Mane on the ball here, and it's going to come to Diaz.
Score, please, please.
Oh, it's a 65th minute, and we'll do a little duet. We did promise the Shy Talk audience a song in 2020, if you remember rightly.
Oh, did we?
It was only if we
yes.
reached a certain amount of subscribers,
Yes.
which didn't happen. But we could just do it now anyway.
Yeah. I think I said this before, but I wrote a diss track on Danny before. Yeah, I never released that. I just did
Danny boy!
Yeah, there was no reason behind
No,
it.
it was just cause like it was back when diss tracks were a
There
thing.
was definitely a reason for it. There was something.
But it was stupid. Like it was something like Danny.
It wasn't a valid reason.
No, it was
Danny dissed Preston or something.
Yeah,
like that.
so I was like, oh, fair enough. I'll use that then.
Okay. What would you? How many subscribers would the Shy Talk have to reach?
At least 2.5 million. At least 2.5.
At 2.5 million on the podcast channel, let's come back to us, and Grivach will have released his diss track on Danny called Danny Boy.
Danny Boy.
Did you have any ideas for the instrumental? Was going to be the...
Yeah, I did actually. I looked up. Do you ever see like? No, I actually did. I looked up like
I
non-copyright.
can just imagine you in your room, just like you're like, your parents are like, Jack, go to bed.
It's like 2 a.m. All the curtains, but I have a hood up. and it's like just roaring.
It's a heavy metal.
Yeah,
trying to get involved.
Matthew kicks the door down. Go to sleep.
What do you think? What are you looking at?
One
One
kiss.
kiss? Nah, man, I was thinking that.
You know, okay, so we'll go again.
How about I Want It That Way by Backstreet Boys?
I'll absolutely go for that.
Yeah,
no bother.
Let's see if I can get it up. Let's just hope there
Are
is.
we gonna do it so that we sing a part each, or do you just want to?
We'll just duet it,
Just
man.
duet it, yeah.
Just duet it,
No
yeah.
sweat.
Hope it doesn't last too long.
As we literally are about to load it up. Yeah. Diaz has scored!
Tell me why. And it just
Oh
goes
my
in.
god, like what is this? He's not giving a foul for that, surely.
Ale. Sorry. no, only listen. No,
We've already been caught doing that. Cannavaro and Seedorf in the crowd there. I mean, not really surprised to see them there, but you know, two legends of the game, of course. Cannavaro with that famous Ballon d'Or win.
Back in the day.
Yeah, for a defender to win the Ballon d'Or, that's a fair achievement. To be
It
fair,
is, it is actually. Do you know?
Clarence Seedorf won the prize for the world's biggest quads. The man is fucking jacked.
He has huge fucking tree stump legs,
He really does.
and it scares me watching that man. Trent! Oh,
Salah on his left again. Oh, is that a
there's
handball?
hand there, surely.
Big appeals from
That
Mohamed
might
Salah for a
surely
penalty.
have to go to VAR.
He's given a.
He's not
throw
even-
in. VAR should look at this. There's a hand.
no,
It's down. It's down. Yeah, you're not going to get a pen for that.
It's
Realistically,
dead. You do feel like some football fans have preloaded tweets, like drafts saved,
yeah, just
of
like
all
ready to
possible scenarios, just to belittle Liverpool.
Just anything against Liverpool.
Yeah. Klopp's got a small cock. Just ready and
go.
waiting to go.
You know
Not
that, do you?
really, that's not a tweet I've seen before now. That's a new one. Is that your opinion or?
I'll tweet that now if you want.
What are you basing that on?
Vinicius is on his own on the right hand side, or the left hand side. Look.
Gets a ping here. It's on.
Valverde, Vinicius Junior. It's 1-0 Real Madrid.
What did I say?
Smashed across the 6-yard box, and Vinicius Junior in the 58th minute. Not quite come at the hour, come at the man, but it's not too far off it. Valverde across, Vinicius Junior, and it's Liverpool 0,
I have
Real
to say-
Madrid 1, and we will not be singing.
No. I'll bang it out now, to be
We
honest
could
with
do.
you.
We could do that. We'll
Maybe
see.
just help Danny
Maybe at
Soros.
full time. We'll see.
I have to say, that is the most undeserved goal.
It's gonna be.
It's typical Real Madrid.
It's gonna be 11 men behind the ball now. Look,
I
I literally
was-
said it. Like,
Look, it's Trent. What's he doing,
Trent's
man?
not looking at him.
Oh,
he's offside.
Is he off?
I think he might be offside.
Is he off?
Oh, boys, this could be... What? Van Dijk's...
We're
what?
talking about the
I think he
smallest of margins. Is he leaning offside, Vinicius Junior?
It depends on the angle. You see, we're not seeing. We didn't see it from a good angle. He looked from the angle. It looks slightly, but from a straight angle, he might not be.
They are checking, apparently, according to the commentary team.
Surely there's going to be a long check on this.
Yeah. Goal is good.
Goal is good. 1-0 Real Madrid. Vinicius Junior's 4th goal in this season's Champions League by the looks of it. Yeah.
That's game, I'd say.
At the 60th
Well,
minute mark.
they need something different now. Zinedine
Yeah.
Zidane watches on. This could have been
Yeah,
him.
but it's gonna be all men behind the ball now.
Yeah, this arguably could be one of the worst finals of the Champions
Well,
League.
I did say the 2020 final is probably the worst final I've ever seen. The
Yeah.
PSG Bayern Munich one, and that had so much potential to be a sick final, and it just wasn't.
Are you saying that's worse than the Tottenham City one as well?
Tottenham Liverpool, you mean?
Oh, yeah, sorry, what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'd say so, because at least we had 2 goals in that game.
That's balls, actually, yeah.
That game was shit because Salah scored a penalty after 2 minutes, and then it was just like
Nothing else.
nothing happened until Origi scored in the last minute. But Real Madrid, as of right now, have this game exactly where they
Surely
want
they're like
it.
one of the like in terms of the team itself, like one of the lowest quality, Champions League.
Well, we'll have to look at Liverpool 2005, Chelsea 2012.
Yeah, I know, but like,
Manchester United 2022.
This is a massively aging squad.
Yeah. Oh, crunching tackle
God
there by
almighty.
Fabinho. And he is going to get a
Now,
booking.
you're going to book him, but you're not going to book the previous one.
Yeah.
Like, where does that make sense? Like, that's a yellow card. I'm not saying it isn't. But what's wrong? Why didn't he give it for the previous one?
Oh, he actually landed
Man.
full on his head.
Good enough for him.
Bang. Oh, that is satisfying, actually. I can't lie. That's a Brexit challenge.
Pow, if you don't know about me.
get that on the compilation with that one against fucking Celtic or Rangers as well.
Yeah. Oh, we did fear from a neutral standpoint. I've said it from a neutral standpoint a lot because me and you are neutral in this group. Actually, realistically, we are.
The reactions might not look like it, but we are.
But we did say this is probably the worst thing possible from a neutral standpoint
Yeah.
for looking for a good game to see Real Madrid score, considering the way they've been playing and been very
Passive
and preserved. And as things stand, it's the what's 14 in Spanish?
1, 2, 3, 4,
Cinco, seis, siete, ocho, diez, once, doce, trece.
4.
Catorce?
I say 14. I was going to say 24, but that's 24.
Yeah, I think it's catorce, is it? Yeah, it just
Yeah,
catches
it is
left
a foul.
leg of Vinicius Jr. on the left leg of Mohamed Salah.
It is
And there's a
foul.
chance for a cross. First change of the evening, I think. Isn't it
Wow.
Diogo Jota coming
Okay.
on for Luis Diaz? Thoughts on
It's
that?
not been Diaz.
Mane's been poor. I've not seen anything
Yeah.
from Mane
It's
so
not been
far.
Diaz's night, but they're going to move Mane out to Carvajal and they're going to put Jota down the middle now. What?
Oh.
We're actually getting nothing here, lads. We're getting absolutely nothing.
Just feels a slight touch goes down.
That's the Spanish team way. Isn't it, Jack?
That is, as I've painfully seen. Atletico Madrid, that's another team.
Yeah, I mean, it's just the culture of La Liga. They
Yeah.
do that.
You see Claude Makelele alongside Eric Abidal. We're all the legends out tonight.
Where are the regulars? That's what I want to know.
Where are they?
The hard working class. Let's get a goal. Let's make it interesting.
Well, there's not been much really in the second half for Liverpool from open play. Really, that Salah shot from distance.
When you look at the first half stats, 8 shots.
Yeah, it was a far better first half.
But again, like Danny says, when they score, they're obviously going to do that.
Kanate goes in towards Fabinho back in there and hooked clear by David Alaba, I think. Henderson's kept it alive. Salah
ball
into
if
the
he's
box. Henderson whips it in towards the back post. Jota back across.
Oh!
Might come to Mo Salah. Oh! Courtois just absolutely
He wasn't having
ate
it.
that up.
He was not having it. Which is what you want from your goalie.
Might open up for Alexander Arnold here. It's
Oh, he's just
an
not.
awful effort.
He's just not had a good game. Trent.
completely dragged that wide. If Jota gets a touch on that, Courtois might be in trouble.
Yeah, but he's having a shot there.
Yeah, that's a shot, yeah.
That's an awful shot.
He does get a little touch and it
Like,
studs on that.
in
from
all fairness, he
Diogo
could have
Jota.
rolled that into Jota.
Yeah.
On the ground because there was no one near him.
He had time as well, Trent, which is the worst part about that. Like,
Oh,
Naby
no.
Keita. Oh, this poor man in
So-
this sofa.
In case you haven't been able to tell, lads, Liverpool are the team that are making the next change, and it is Naby Keita coming on.
Who comes off,
presumably for probably Jordan
Has
Henderson
to be surely.
or Fabinho.
Could be Thiago because he wasn't 100% fit.
Could be Thiago. Yeah,
How are you bringing on Naby Keita though? I mean,
It's like downgraded the centre, bringing
Yeah.
on Thiago.
I'd argue though Naby Keita is better than United's midfield.
lads, if you don't
So I
follow,
can't really say
Too much now.
if you don't follow Danny on Twitter, you definitely should because there's a lot of
There's bangers.
Naby Keita. What's the opposite of propaganda? Like slander.
Narcissism.
No, it's not slander if it's true.
It's not slander if it's true.
Naby.
It's not a bad ball. Firmino, that's a really well-timed challenge by Alaba, but he's lost a little bit of a mix-up with Kroos. Comes to Mane.
Oh, great
There's a bit of
ball.
space here for Alexander Arnold across the face
Oh,
of goal.
Terrible cross.
And it's not a great ball in truth.
He
and
hasn't. He
Trent had
has.
a stinker, man.
Yeah, he really hasn't given the.
Oh, he's dived. That's such a dive. That's such a dive.
He's having to get up, yeah.
The
The way he was running over with such authority, I thought he was like,
Yeah.
hey, free kick!
Yeah. Do they not book for diving anymore, no?
I have to feel like Firmino has held off the challenge well. Jota left side. And
I mean, it's not the best time to tie your shoe. Like, just play on. Like, what's his name from Barcelona? Literally plays with his faces open.
No, he's fine. Like
he's just got up.
like,
What a rest.
he literally did. Like Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder, he has literally risen from
R9.
R9. What a man! I told you, 10 minutes left. He
Yeah.
makes changes.
He's going to throw on Camavinga, isn't he?
Lads, look at the stats. I don't know if you can see, boys. There's been 19 attempts for Liverpool.
2 to Real Madrid.
2 to Real Madrid. Only one of them is on target as well. One of those two.
Salah helps it through for Bobby Firmino. Back to Salah!
Oh, no! Oh, he's flopped that.
What did Courtois punch that for?
He flopped
I
it.
think he was afraid of dropping it. He wanted to just get it out.
But there was no pace. Like, the pace was taken off it because it took a nick on the way through from Casemiro or someone. No, from Jota.
That's great awareness though from Jota. Or like just position.
I feel like it's just hitting though.
I think it was just luck. I think he just
Yeah,
happened to
but
hit him.
even if like it's still you have to
place,
be
right
there.
A lot of numbers in the box, and it goes towards Firmino with the cutback. Naby Keita! Oh my god!
My days! Oh my!
He's looking for something to hit.
Oh,
Bro,
my
he has time here.
days.
He has time to take a touch. Look, Vinicius Junior's not arsed
Yeah.
with him.
Oh my god.
Greavac, I'm not being funny. That was like one of your
No, I was
attempts.
gonna say that's like me.
That was like one of your attempts in the
Oh.
most recent videos. I swear you had
I
an
mean,
attempt
the
where you tried to
actual
Travella.
state of him wearing Gerrard's jersey number.
Yeah.
The actual state of him.
Can we talk about boys? Danny said he's looking for something to hit, and I'm the nearest thing.
No, I literally, when he did that, I was literally like this. I was like this looking for something to hit, and there was nothing to hit.
He
just punched
Real Madrid
Greavac
gets a
in the
goal.
arm.
Bang! Right hook. Greavac is on the ground. No, I know.
You know what I felt like? Do you know that clip of Nick Avocado where he punches the car seat?
He just
Where
keeps
he's like,
at it.
he's like that's what I felt like there.
Oh god.
Fabinho knocks
is
one
the
over the top
story?
for Salah. That's a lovely touch. Can he get a shot away? It's Mo Salah! Oh, what a save!
Again!
What a
And
save!
again!
Thibaut Courtois and the Real Madrid players absolutely jump on him and fucking thank him for making that save because that is unbelievable.
Yeah, Mendy got absolutely left.
Oh, even when he makes the
so
save.
close as well, going inside the upright.
Thing is though, can you imagine he squares that because Mane was running in?
Lads, we have to say Thibaut Courtois has been
He's been incredible.
outstanding.
He has been incredible.
Literally outstanding.
Alexander-Arnold's corner. Away
Again.
by
Corners
Valverde.
have been-
His passing has been everything really.
I'd get Robertson taking the corners, honestly. Like,
Oh, now there's
Oh,
trouble.
cheeky little.
now we're in trouble.
Vinicius
You have to
Junior
take him.
takes it away,
Have
and
to
now
take him.
it's
It's
3-on-1 at the minute. Toni Kroos, he's got Benzema far side. Vinicius is making the run. It's Benzema, and Alisson has claimed it.
Really made a meal of that.
They should have scored there.
Yeah,
That could have been the game
was
right there.
Really poor. And now Liverpool come forward with a chance to counter attack. Not a whole lot of movement though.
No, and look how many white shirts are between them and the goal. It's looking a really tough task to score, as it has been for the whole 90 minutes. In truth.
Sick of Trent's shit, to be honest with you. Like, he's supposed to be good going forward. That's his whole thing.
So if I'm not mistaken, Real Madrid still have only had one shot or two shots on goal, one on target, and that has been their goal as Valverde makes way for Eduardo Camavinga. This might just be the one change that Carlo Ancelotti makes, with the likes of Eden Hazard, Gareth Bale on the bench, Isco possibly. Isco's leaving in the summer as well.
Good for him.
God, he was a player back in the day. Isco.
He actually was. Do you know who else he was? And I really hate how he's kind of not Asensio.
Yeah,
First couple of seasons, Marco Asensio.
yeah, he's on the bench as
But
well.
he also did have to miss the Champions League game for shaving his legs.
Yeah, actually, that's poor.
Yeah, that kind of turned me off. To be honest with you, like, I lost.
I'm pretty sure he played the final in 2018 as well.
Yeah, he would have.
Got a woman to shave his legs. Wax job.
I lost my respect for him at that point.
Do you shave your legs, Greavac?
I don't actually. I have a very big thing about not shaving my legs. I think if you shave your legs, you're kind of.
So people go down in the world if they shave their
Yeah.
legs, is it?
Well, unless you boys don't shave your legs.
No,
do you?
I don't.
That's grand, right? Yeah. So
Well,
I
it's-
think you shave your leg, you're a bit of a kind of.
Like no, but like if there's a reason for it, like I think swimmers have to do it.
Yeah.
Like if
I understand that, but if you're
you
a,
have a reason to do it.
yeah, I kind of just think that
If you're doing it out of pure choice and nothing else, then
yeah, if you're spending that much time shaving your legs, like fuck me, boys, women shave their legs, like they have to shave their legs the whole time. It's such a long, arduous task. Like
it is. I really want them to equalise because I want extra time.
yeah, I'd like to see extra time now, just to see.
It's just a big anticlimax if it ends like this.
Yeah.
And it goes from Alexander-Arnold, and Courtois is just so good, man. He's just so, and he's massive.
Oh,
And
get up,
he's,
man.
he's busted an eyeball.
Danny Ceballos coming on.
I can't believe we're losing the Champions League final.
Wow.
Former Arsenal midfielder.
This is full on taking the piss now.
Danny Ceballos.
You kind of hope they do equalise, just because this is, like you say, this is questionable.
Oh, there's not going to be too much stoppage time, I
Vinicius
imagine,
doesn't
would
want to
there?
come off. Does he?
Tell them to get off. Oh, I just got an interesting update from Sky Sports, lads. The Sky Sports news team were tear gassed. So that's an L.
I mean, did you even go to the 2022 Champions League final if you weren't tear gassed?
I think it's kind of a bingo item now for next season's Champions League.
It is.
Did I get tear gassed?
Keita, fuck off, man. He's so bad. He's like the worst player ever.
I reckon we just give Danny them 5
There is 5
minutes.
minutes. There's time. Naby Keita, Diogo Jota, and that is cleared by Ceballos, his first touch of the ball since he's come on. Oh, and Danny Ceballos is
that could be
onside here, I
on.
think. He's made a run from deep. Danny Ceballos in for Real Madrid, and he has royally fucked it.
In
But
true Arsenal fashion.
And that's gone out for a corner, has
He
it?
was fouled there. I mean, probably wasn't.
He really fucked that, didn't he, Danny
he
Ceballos?
really, I don't know what went through his mind. He kind of came
Ali
on.
Keita said, "Here, have a corner." Like
Don't-
honestly, he's awful. He's so bad.
I reckon we just give Danny the mic at full time.
No, I'm leaving. The second the whistle.
Now we're
goes.
doing our little song at full time, Grieger.
Even
We'll do-
more-
we'll
even
do.
more of a reason to leave.
And now the question is asked. The grandfather clock is ticking. It is now or never for Liverpool FC.
That was some poetry right there.
Peter Drury.
That was beautiful, man.
In Paris, the city of lights, the city of love, the city of dreams. But this dream is ending, and Madrid's is only beginning. Vinicius Jr. walks off the pitch.
How have this team won the Champions League?
Yeah, it's
They
actually
shouldn't have even gotten this
far,
far.
man. The Rodrigo stat there, boys, was 11 matches. That's what Rodrigo's been statted for there. 11 matches.
Rodrigo has got some big goals in this season's
Yeah.
Champions
Van
League. He's
Dijk
going
up
to try
there.
and help the team see it out here.
Was
For
that a questionable? They're calling.
No. I didn't see anything.
Alexander-Arnold pings one towards the back post where
That's all.
Sadio Mane jumps but is beaten for it by
Carvajal's all day,
Carvajal.
really.
Real Madrid are 60 seconds away from their 14th Champions League title.
Danny has called this.
Danny has called it a
Cheers,
day.
boys.
Danny, it's been great having you.
Time to go.
My condolences.
Yeah, we will.
No one's died.
Well, arguably,
Commiserations, maybe.
Liverpool
Oh,
football.
Alisson,
Alisson, cheeky nuts. Cheeky nuts there.
Can we hoof it forward, please? Or what, are we winning?
Keita, out wide to Fabinho. We head into the last 30 seconds of the time added on. In by Fabinho, Courtois has it all day long, and I think that might be all she wrote. 20 seconds of the allotted time to go, and it really does look like Real Madrid's 14th title.
This hurts. This hurts me because of how they've done it. Commiserations to Liverpool FC. As a United fan, I don't really feel sympathy too often for Liverpool.
That's a foul.
That
by
is
Toni
a
Kroos.
disgraceful
Ceballos
foul.
kicks the ball away. Kicks it into the net, actually.
That's a great strike.
With his left
What a
foot
strike.
from like 35 yards.
What a strike.
And there is the full
He
time
hasn't even
whistle.
allowed it. It's done. Real Madrid's the champions of the Champions League, the kings of the Champions League, have done it. They've won it in possibly the most disgraceful fashion I have ever witnessed in a football team. As the commentary team have mentioned there, Aaron, kept in it solely by their goalkeeper Thibaut Courtois, who,
Well,
I think if we're going to do man of the match, which I assume we will do in a minute,
yeah.
that is our man of the match.
Well, Thibaut Courtois was absolutely excellent, wasn't he?
Yeah.
And look, Real Madrid, you got to say, on the day, I wouldn't have said they were the better team. Having said that, you got to look at what they did on the route, on the way through to this final. I mean, it's seriously what they've done in the Champions League this season. They've done some amazing things for Real Madrid.
Yeah.
We said it at the beginning of the game. PSG, we really didn't think they should beat them, but they did. Chelsea, same thing. They look down and out of it. They come back and win it. Manchester City, probably the most remarkable one overall.
Yeah.
And Real Madrid, Virgil van Dijk is absolutely devastated, and you can understand why. Liverpool really weren't at it, and look, we did say sometimes Liverpool struggle against a low block. Real Madrid played that for the majority of the game, and Trent switches off on one occasion, and Vinicius Jr. is the hero for Real Madrid.
You are my fire, the one desire, believe when I say I want it that way. Tell me why ain't nothing but a heartache.
Tell me why.
Ain't nothing but a mistake.
Oh, tell me why.
'Cause I never wanna hear you say I want it that way. Woo!
The video stopped like playing halfway through that.
Oh, fuck's sake.
No, I said like this video stopped
Oh,
playing.
alright. So the recording stopped. I was like, oh, fuck, I go, it sucks. Yeah, but Naby Keita has put his head in his hands. I think this is all but confirmed. Sadio Mane is going to leave. Salah's questioning his contract at this moment. Aaron, where do Liverpool Football Club go from here? This obviously the Premier League was snatched away from them in brutal fashion. Really, they did everything right. They lost it. The Champions League final. Really did everything they could to try and break down. But again, Madrid stonewalled them. Again, we've talked about it. Not probably the best way to win the Champions League, but where do Liverpool go from here? Do they bounce back next season, or is this going to be one of those ones where they look back on it? The quadruple was on until literally the last week, and they have been robbed of.
Well, they've won the double in the end, a cup double of Carabao and FA Cup, but to a lot of Liverpool fans, that'll seem like
nothing.
The two big ones got away, didn't they? And look, it's disappointing. It's incredibly disappointing for Liverpool. It really is. But this team has come back from L's before and have bounced back and have done incredible things the following season. And I don't doubt that they will do something similar next year. It's very much a vital time for the squad where I do believe a couple of players might leave. It'll be a start of a new generation. I think we're starting to see that already with the likes of Diaz, Jota coming in. This talks Mane might go to Bayern Munich. I'm not so sure he will. Salah says he will stay next season and then probably leave after that because he's into his last year of his contract and someone would get him for free the following year after that. But yeah, it's a tough one for Liverpool to take. It really is. And, I think it'll be a tough one for them to see over the next 12 to 18 months with this team that have been so incredible starting to wilt and come to its end, which all teams unfortunately do. But I don't doubt they'll be back up challenging for major honours come the start of next season. I really don't. I think this team just has that. They're the mentality monsters, aren't they? That Jurgen Klopp calls them. So they'll be back. We said before kickoff, Liverpool should win. They have the fucking minerals to go out there and win easily, I would argue. But Real Madrid still have that in them, and tonight we've seen that a big but.
Which we said.
A big bunda.
Yeah. A massive bunda. But we did say, though, Real Madrid, they have that winner's mentality in the Champions League.
Killer instinct.
Yeah. And again, I think Danny says it. Trent, probably not his best night. We did highlight, either on camera or off camera, that battle, Trent, Vinicius Jr., Trent has to win it. He has to be getting back.
I think for a lot of the night, Trent actually did okay, but just switched off for that one moment. Danny called it before it happened. Vinicius Jr. free around the back.
Yeah,
we could see it.
Everyone's seen it, except poor old Trent Alexander-Arnold.
And the easiest goal for Vinicius Jr. There you go. Go score your team's fucking winner
in the Champions League. Pretty much a tap in, squared across to him.
The dream scenario for him. But yeah, I think overall not a very memorable final, unfortunately.
No, a bit annoying. I would find that the boys came out here. It was a lovely day. There was a set up to have a dramatic final. The boys could react to it. It would be a Danny there as well.
Yeah.
Not saying it was a bad recording or a bad.
Well, we did get a little song out of us.
We got a song out of us, and we got a few questions answered. Essentially, it did boil down to a bit of a podcast.
A little bit.
But it's what it is.
We hope you enjoyed anyway.
Exactly.
Commiserations once again to Liverpool fans. Yeah. It's a tough pill to swallow. It really is. We've been there. Have you? Yes, you have lived through 2 Champions League finals.
I've lived through many.
And obviously, I've lived through the one we mentioned earlier on, the Man United one. And obviously, we did have other horrible times in the Champions League, not necessarily in the final, but
throughout the period of the Champions League, we had
the Barcelona games. We had tough games against them.
Both of us actually, yeah.
But that's where I think we're going to wrap it up. Real Madrid are about to lift the trophy. Commiserations, Liverpool fans, once again. If you did enjoy this podcast / watch along, and a little bit of singing thrown in there as well, don't forget to leave a like. Subscribe if you are new, and we'll see you for hopefully some more watch alongs in the future. Ireland have games coming up.
Ireland do have games coming up, and of course there is some massive bouts coming up in the future.
Exactly. So
soon.
Maybe that can be done. But until then, catch you later.